time of the day, especially here in Batumi. And there were a lot of people standing right in there and watching the sunset as well. So I thought I would just talk to you about the town a little bit and the differences between living here and in Tbilisi. I lived here for 16 years, and then I've moved to Tbilisi when I was around 16, I think. So I've lived there for like 15 years. Just to tell you a little bit about this town. First of all, you will never ever find another place in Georgia where the sunset is more beautiful. Another really good thing about being here or living here is that you can walk anywhere you want. Like, I'm just going to see my friend today. She lives on the other side of the town, but I'm going to literally walk there because it's just so easy. Some other things to talk about. First of all, the food. So generally, the Georgians who live in Batumi are from the neighboring villages, like originally, right? Their parents, their grandparents. So all the people who live here are buying also from the other people who are selling things here. And just because they're living and they still have people in the nearby villages, they get a lot of natural, healthy products from those places. For example, cheese, milk, I don't know, all kinds of vegetables, everything. People, farmers, they usually grow their own food, and they usually have the cows and everything. So everything that you get in this town, most of the things, unless you're buying in like a big supermarket or something like that, of course that's also possible, are from the nearby places. So you know that they are, like the chicken you are eating, for example. I'm not eating chicken, but anyway, you know that it was raised on healthy ingredients, so therefore the chicken is also healthy, right? I think that's very important. And also, they're not as expensive as the things that are imported. One more thing is housing. Whether it would be a rent or selling and buying, the housing here is way cheaper than in Tbilisi. Way cheaper. I'm gonna talk about the downsides in a minute. I just wanted to cover the upsides first. Now, for the bad parts, right? The downsides of being here and living here. I mean, if you are a Georgian and if you are from here, I think, especially if you are a Georgian, you would be bothered by the fact that people generally ask you the questions about your life and like things around you that is not really their concern. I feel like that's very uncomfortable for me. One more thing that does bother me a lot is the amount of tourists, as the number of tourists that we have in town, especially in summer. I almost never hear Georgian at this point when I walk in the streets. I just wanted to say that even though it's dark outside, it's like around 10:30, I think, and the streets, some part of it, are a little bit dark as well. It's extremely safe. I don't ever feel unsafe here, maybe because I know town. I just cut my hair. I paid literally like $4 for it. It's crazy, $4 for a haircut. This would cost me like, I don't know, $20 or $25 if I was in Tbilisi. As you can tell, the weather is great today, so we came out with my mom. I'm leaving today, but we came out now to walk a little bit and drink coffee in my favorite cafe. As you can tell, the sidewalk here is very big, and we've also got this red part for the bicycles. So yeah, you can walk in the town anywhere you want, and like there are no interruptions basically. As you can tell, this is a market specially made for this day. It's a Gandagana festival. It's written here in Georgian though. Gandagana is a Georgian dance, actually Ajarian. So people are celebrating. And behind me, there are like parts where they cover all kinds of foods from different villages. So we're gonna check that out right now. You will find different parts of Ajara here. For example, this one is Kabuleti, it's a town. Then there is Khelachauri, it's kind of like a region. It's Keda, my village. And we've got Chuachevi and Pulo, and there are some other parts as well. But it's like basically goes from the lowest point to the highest point of Ajara. It's called grated cheese. It's very salty. This thing here is called tlabi. It's made with the grape juice basically, and it's very sour. We've got baklava, of course, here. I mean, it's Turkish, but we are very close to Turkey, so we kind of make our version of it. This is called oruti. Local honey and the drinks. These are homemade wine. Here is the cinema of Batumi. I've only been here, I think, like once or twice, but it's a nice building. It's worth checking out for sure. The building is nice, the cinema is good, so it's one other thing to like do something when you're in town, you know. Maybe if it's a rainy day, you can definitely come check it out. This banner here says Super Wednesday, and actually if you buy a ticket on, I think it's biletebi.g, you will get your ticket for 7 lari, which is extremely cheap for cinema. That's a cheap date, you know, and still nice. We came to the cafe. So usually we would sit here, but just because it's winter, the tables are like, there are not a lot of tables and all of them are taken. And I came here for the view, so I guess I'm gonna skip the coffee because I can drink it at home. But this is the view, like you would be sitting right here and this is what you got. It's just a perfect location to drink coffee. But I guess that's not happening today. It's very pretty. On my favorite street. We have a lot of these fountains in Batumi. They're very clear, don't worry about it. You can drink the water out of this. This cafe here, they've got the best tiramisu in town. The best. I love my it so much, and I just came in and they did not even flinch. So we have decided to drink our Turkish / Hungarian coffee at home with my mom, and then I'll be leaving. My mom is driving me to the station. We are going back home. Another home? We're going to Tbilisi. We are already at the station. The train leaves in 10 minutes. We came way too early, but it's better than being late.